Hello and welcome to game number 1 of this best out of 3 for the Ritmix Russian Dota 2 League. We've got ourselves a match between virtus.pro and No Tidehunter, and to give you a short indication of where they're standing on the standings, then I have you this one. So this is a winner's bracket game. It's gonna be No Tidehunter, who comes from defeating Liquid, and virtus.pro, who comes from knocking Fnatic to the loser's bracket. So the loser of this game will be facing up against either mouse ports or rocks. I think. Am I saying that correctly? I think I am. So I feel like I'm not saying that correctly. Yes, I am saying that correctly. What am I talking about? I'm saying that correctly. Of course I do. So mouse ports versus rocks is going to be happening tomorrow at the same time as today. So it's going to be happening tomorrow at 4:30 or 16:30 CET time. And we'll see which one of these two teams is going to be to losers bracket. The winner of this match, of course, goes through to the winners brackets finals up against either Empire or Dignitas. And for that match, there's no schedule just yet. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyways, that was the standings. If you want to check that out for yourself, you can go to the different coverage hubs that multiple websites have, like both Ghost Gamers and Join Dota have those, and I think also Team Liquid has that as well. Anyways, let's see what these two teams are going to be doing to each other, because we're going to be seeing a Chen getting a ban out. First ban from virtus.pro, so that's basically a respect ban to Aki. With the Darkseer there as well, the Nix in the Cuddle for No Tidehunter kind of means that the Bat Rider is to win, but also the Wisp.
10 seconds remaining.
And Bat Rider,
5 seconds remaining.
I guess he's a big playmaker, of course. I'm kind of thinking about, you know, having that decision about going for the Wisp more than, or going for the Wisp over Bat Rider, or vice versa. In this case, vice versa, of course, because Bat Rider got chosen over Wisp. Now, I hear a lot of people say that Wisp basically is overrated, because he is fairly easy to counter, and at some point I agree with that. The only downside I see from having to play against the Wisp is that it forces you into a kind of playstyle that you might not want to play in. That might not be your playstyle that you want to be playing against your opponents. Because basically what Wisp does is it forces you to not be split pushing, to not be alone on the map farming. No, you have to be together. You have to be, you know, you play a bit of a 5-man Dota. But since mostly Wisp, when he's picked up fairly early, in theory it should be possible for every single team to counter that. Depends, of course, also what is picked up together with that Wisp, because you can make it into a into your own team fight lineup as well. So basically you can stop your opponent from doing and split pushing and team fighting, and then, you know, and then you've got them narrowed down into a corner. But we'll find out what virtus.pro is going to be trying this game. They pick up a lone druid as their second pick, so they ban out a hero that's countering Aki. They pick up a hero that's making sure that No Tidehunter cannot play the lone druid, and with No Tidehunter I of course mean Admiral Bulldog. And I think at least the lone druid pick is mostly just to deny it to No Tidehunter. It's quite interesting to see, because it kind of, you know, virtus.pro, they don't normally play with the lone druid. We're gonna see a Chaos Knight together with the Wisp. No surprise on that part. With the Shadow Demon and the Lifestealer being picked up by No Tidehunter. Shadow Demon as a strong support, and also denying that support to virtus.pro. Of course, it's a bit of a counter towards Bat Rider's lasso. You can just disrupt the target that's getting lassoed. And a Lifestealer being picked up, so a strong carry with that as well, something that Loda likes to play. And Lifestealer and Shadow Demon, they actually, I mean, like, the combination is not really super duper strong, like something like a Shadow Demon Kunkka or something like that, but Shadow Demon Disruption gives Lifestealer the time that he needs to get to his target. And if the Soul Catcher's on there as well, I mean, that's gonna hurt as hell if he gets a chance to actually get a couple of attacks off on his target, of course. Which, I mean, with the time that he gets to get to his target, should be no problem whatsoever. We're gonna see no solo mid hero just yet up on virtus.pro, or at least unless they're gonna be dual laning that mid laner. So that's why we see No Tidehunter banning out the Queen of Pain and the Puck. And we're gonna see probably one of those other, well, might actually be a strong support that's still gonna get banned out, like a Shrek or a Lina, because Wisp Chaos Knight, I mean, is strong. Okay, it's an okay dual lane, but if you go for tri lane with that and you pick up yourself a follow-up stun for the Chaos Bolt, that's a lot of damage. That's very strong. So personally, I'd ban out the Lina just to stop that burst in early game, but we'll see what they're actually going to be banning out. For Virtus.pro, they ban out heroes that Bulldog likes to play. No Tidehunter, no Tidehunter having Bulldog
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, he plays a lot of different heroes, but he has a set of heroes that is very specific for him, where he actually excels in. Though Bounty Hunter is still in the pool, one of the heroes that he also plays a lot. But we are going to see Nature's Prophet and a Magnus getting banned out there. And of course, I mean, Bulldog can also play the Bat Rider with Dan S4 playing something else that's not picked up just yet. S4 that indicated, hey guys, you know, I don't mind being mid this game, but I don't want to face a Warlock, so we're not going to see a Warlock this game. A hero that we've seen Virtus.pro play quite a few times indeed in the mid lane. Not this time. This time it's banned out. So that leaves those supports still in, by the way. And I mean, we still have the Rubik in as well as the Bane. A lot of support still in for Virtus.pro that are very strong against the lineup that they're facing from No Tidehunter. Of course, the Bane that shuts down the Life Stealer. That helps or stops the Bat Rider from flying away with a Nightmare if he has someone less suit to him. So it's yeah, there's still a lot left. And then the Shrek actually gets banned out by Virtus.pro themselves. If you were gonna go for another support together with No Tidehunter, I mean, the follow-up stun goes the same way as
Lina.
That's for Virtus.pro, and they actually pick up the Lina. As we know that I think Aki actually has got the set. Yeah, what's it called? The Fairy Slayer, Fairy Fire, Fairy Soul, Fiery Soul, that one. But yeah, they like to play Lina as well, and Lina and Leshrac, I mean, basically the same kind of story there. Both of the follow-ups are for the Chaos Bolt as with the Disruption there. So Light Striker Ray to follow up on the Disruption, and you know, same thing goes for the Chaos Bolt. We are gonna see what Virtus.pro is gonna pick up, because
5 seconds
with banning out Leshrac, they kind of, you know, stop themselves from having the chance to get the Lina for themselves. They still have the Jakiro. Is not as strong in terms of damage, but the shutdown is definitely there, and I do think they could benefit from another nice disable that they could have with a tri lane. But the Rubik is still in the pool as well, a super strong support, and as well as the Bane. I mean, they're still open for everything. They're also still missing their mid laner now. Well, you know, they could go for Wisp Chaos Knight mid. We've seen that before. We've even seen Lone Druids mid before. So in theory, they are sorted. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a Storm Spirit in this case. You just have more global presence. At the same time,
5 seconds remaining.
And they're gonna go for shutdown for that Life Stealer.
Radiant team pick.
That's why I mentioned the Bane, but Beastmaster does exactly the same. With that roar, regardless of a Life Stealer rage or anything, he is gonna get shut down, and he's gonna be or Virtus.pro is going to be buying the time to shut him down. To kill him off, that is. If there's enough burst damage there is, because Chaos Knight has to actually walk towards his target. Lone Druid has to get some Entangles. Now Entangles goes through BKB, so that's not too bad.
10 seconds remaining.
Let's see the last pickup for No Tidehunter. So they have got themselves a tri lane, they've got themselves a Bat Rider, which could be off lane. Or it could be even safe lane solo or solo mid. So they need a solo hero, regardless of where it goes. We still have the Bounty Hunter in the pool, a hero that we know that they like to play. But I kind of expect a bit of more of a mid game. Well, I guess Bounty Hunter is fairly mid game. But every possibility is so open. I wouldn't even be surprised to see something like an Enigma or a Tidehunter there, just to get some more team fight going. Because, as I just said, like, if you're being forced to fight against a Chaos Knight and a Wisp, that's all fine. But you're gonna be sticking together. And you want some team fight for that, or at least that would be my my guess. But then again, I'm not a professional player. No Tidehunters are, or is, No Tidehunters. I can't say that, can't I?
Templar Assassin.
Ooh, Templar Assassin. Now that's... Well, I was gonna say I haven't seen her in a while, but anyway, I watched the game today and I actually saw one, I think. Was it yesterday? Maybe yesterday. I didn't cast it, I just watched it. But Templar Assassin kind of indicates that S4 is gonna be playing that one. And again, mid-game. I mean, I did say mid-game. Not the kind of mid-game I was expecting, and I kind of like it. A lot of burst damage going through, and Wisp will be definitely having to watch out for that. Not just for the Templar Assassin, but also for the Lina Laguna Blood. And there's still that Jakiro. I mean, I said why, etc. So no surprise on that front. Though I'm really surprised that the Rubik made it through, because I mean, I mentioned him a couple of times, basically because he's such a strong hero. I mean, he's not really a specific kind of combination with anything, but well, oh well. Some other time, perhaps. Anyways, we have got ourselves a matchup. 5 versus 5 is all that we need, of course, for a match of Dota 2. We've got ourselves 10 heroes, and we'll see which one is going to be prevailing. We've got, of course, I think virtus.pro is very strong. They have got mid game. Beastmaster level 6 is going to be saying that he is going to be roaming, and he's roaming to get kills. He's going to be played mid. We've got a Wisp Chaos Knight combination that will be starting to roam when that Wisp is level 6, when the Chaos Knight is level 8ish. I say roam, but basically they're going to sit in their lane and then relocate and then go back to their lane. And you know, in case they don't get enough early game or mid game, they always have the Lone Druid for late game, and that is something that no Tidehunter doesn't. Well, they have it, don't get me wrong, they have got the Lifestealer, which is very nice.
For battle.
But if you're gonna have a Lone Druid and a Chaos Knight versus a Lifestealer and a Templar Assassin, well, virtus.pro is gonna be on the winning end. But let's see who is gonna be playing what. We do indeed have Aki playing the Lina with 2 sets. I mean, she's got the Fiery Soul as well as the set with the thing. Does she lounge differently? I think she does. One foot in the air. Anyways, also yeah, nice and all that. I need that set. Need to get lucky. Oh, Bear, you're gonna be finding some trouble. It's gonna be S4. Who's gonna be playing the Templar Assassin. EGM on the Shadow Demon. Bulldog is going to be playing his Bat Rider, with Loda playing the Lifestealer, and everybody of virtus.pro sitting around here already with the Bear getting some harassment. I don't think, now they know. Now they know. I was going to say, I don't think no Tidehunter knows that there were so many heroes still around. Ooh. Wow, awkward colors for that Ice Path. But anyway, Ice Path came from ars-art. Ars-art, or Smile, as his previous nickname. Apparently he's taken that back. Gone back to his roots, or at least he used to be in virtus.pro, of course, before he joined Na'Vi. Don't know if there was a break between virtus.pro and Na'Vi, but I don't know. The battle begins. At least he was in there when he got called the king of gankers together with Vegas. Anyways, there's gonna be him playing the Jakiro with NS playing the Wisp, Airman or Illidan playing the Chaos Knight. And we're gonna be seeing, of course, Team Wild or Crazy playing the Beastmaster inside that middle lane. And it will be KSI on the Lone Druid bottom, and this is actually an aggressive trialing from no Tidehunter. With the Bat Rider on the solo safe lane. Let's see if they can do something. I mean, the killing potential is definitely there. Disruption there to start things off. Light Strike Array to follow it up. But there is a big but. The counter initiation from virtus.pro? Yeah, that's definitely there also. They have to be really careful with that, because you know, they've got a disruption and a stun, that is great, but then there's gonna be an Ice Path as well as a Chaos Ball or a Tether Stun. Like, every single one of virtus.pro's heroes can stop an initiation from going, and that is gonna be something that no Tidehunter, I mean, EGM can do that. Never mind. Yeah, but Aki can do that, unless he's being put in an Ice Bath. There goes the stun. 2 seconds now. Open wound up an Airman, but I don't think he cares. He reaches his target anyway. And the first blood goes to ars-art on the Jakiro. Light Strike Array upon 3. Nice, Aki. It's gonna stop the initiation from going further. But like I said, I mean, virtus.pro, they are definitely not helpless on this lane. You've got 3 peoples with disables. And this very well placed sentry ward is gonna be countering both of the sentry wards of the Radiant side. No Tidehunter already wasting 100 gold with just 100 gold investment from virtus.pro. And of course also block the quick step with that one, obviously. In the meantime, on the mid lane, I don't think anybody should be able to get a kill on the opposing opposing hero until they're level 6.
Slain by the beast.
And then you have the roar, of course, as well as the traps, and one of them should be able to get a kill, be that one overextending to try and get a kill on the other, or be that the other one or one just indeed getting a kill by, you know, just getting a kill, as in going for a kill and not overextending. But yeah, in theory, I say, because of course individual skill will definitely count for something as well. In theory, nobody should die until level 6. And for both heroes, by the way, maybe for the Beastmaster a lot more than for the Templar Assassin, when this Beastmaster gets level 6, he wants to go out on the map and farm. I mean, roar. He wants to roar. He wants to kill stuff. Now, you can try to do that on S4. It's not the easiest of targets, though, with the refraction. But we'll find out when he actually goes there, as he's just roaming around a lot now as well. I'm not sure what exactly he's going to be aiming to do. Maybe trying to look for some targets, as there are some people missing from the map. No Tidehunter has rotated their supports towards the bottom lane, and they still have the Bat Rider farming here. We might actually see them trying to change that around and have Loda free farming on the bottom lane, because Loda on the hard lane, yeah, I mean he can survive. He has a rage, he has an escape, but you can't really count on him getting any last hits, and that is something that you kind of want to have, because you know you're your team's carry. But oh, wait a second, rage, open wounds. He's actually gonna try to go for armor. Never mind, tether is there, and that is load out of mana. No more mana for rage either. He's gonna be supported by EGM though. He's gonna be coming here as well to maybe just help with disruption if needed. But yeah, I kind of think they should be switching lanes. But Bulldog in the meantime, he is doing okay. He's got 20 last hits for 5. He is doing the best of everybody on the map last hit wise, that is. Lone Druid for himself, he's not doing too bad. I mean, he's up against a solo Bat Rider. He can't really get in too close because he'll get chased down with the sticky napalms, but he can pull the creep wave with his bear and just continue to stay alive. Have to make sure he doesn't pick up that invis room with that one, to make sure that there is no invisible bear, and there is going to be Tame Wild picking up the invis rune instead. With the haste rune activated, he is one level away from level 6. So we'll be able to roar fairly soon. At the same time, what I was saying, I mean, S4, I mean, when he's got level 6, he's got a trap, that's all nice and stuff. But it's not the same kind of killing potential as a Beastmaster would have with this roar. So we might just see, like, if Crazy is gonna roam and is gonna try to go for a kill on a different lane than mid. Whoa, wait a second, melt damage, spill damage. Oh, was almost enough, but the self will be able to heal up Crazy again. But if Crazy is going to be roaming, then I think that S4 is going to be happy with taking the time freely and just freely farm a bit, because, I mean, even though his last hits are okay, he's doing better than the Beastmaster anyway. He wants to go for his Blink Dagger. When he's got his Blink Dagger and Face Boots, then he'll be able to be that nuisance on the map. Invis rune activated by Tame Wild, as we see the Color having a bit of issue with this. In the meantime, dive! Oh, that was Bat Rider getting himself a kill. Bear flat on the floor. It's probably the most saddest thing of the kill. But Bulldog getting himself level 6 with that kill. And first kill going the way of no Tidehunter. So just chasing him down with the sticky napalm, helping out. Able to get the kill, able to get an advantage there, and it's actually KSI that is now going to be going into the jungle. He was only level 4. I mean, Bulldog was just doing really nicely, and even now with the last, we can't really afford to stand on the lane anymore. Not with the diving potential that Bulldog now also has. And Ness is gonna try though, gonna try to get some levels. He's level 4 right now. If he can get his level 6 here, that would of course be really nice for him.
Top tower is under
and they can't really do anything top anymore. They realize that they can't really kill Loda. Now Loda, I mean, I have to say, he is doing really nicely considering he's on a hard trial lane. Look at his last hits, he's got 27 for 6. Now some of those are creeps, as you just saw. Doesn't matter, that the fact that he was able to get in close enough to get those says a lot. Says definitely a lot. He's gonna be maybe a bit ganked though. No, Airman's gonna be backing off again. But yeah, he's doing really nice for himself. And if you look at the last hits in the night, you do see that all 3 top ones are on the side of no Tidehunter. So they are a bit coming ahead, and we do see that 1.5k gold ahead, even with having the first blood go towards a different team. The other team, there's only 2 teams. A different team, what am I saying? Experience graph shows the same thing, and that is also because the supports of no Tidehunter are just making a better use of the creeps in the jungle. Now KSI is in the jungle as well. He's going to be making up a bit for his offlane. I mean, in theory, you could of course compare Loda against KSI, and in that case, well, Loda just flat out wins massively. And if you then compare Airman to the Bat Rider, then the Bulldog on his Bat Rider wins as well. So in every single lane from No Tidehunter is a win, even though it's not really, you know, it's not really this big of a win. They're not getting kills. Oh, wait a second. S4 Sentry Ward goes down. They want to take him down. He's gonna go for a melt hit. He is not gonna be able to do anything though. Disruption comes in too late, and that is gonna be actually trying to go for Light Strike Ray. Nope, can't get it anymore. And that is gonna be S4 going down in the mid lane, and that will pull things straight a bit, at least for Virtus.pro. They'll be going a bit worse towards their favor, and as a support, they're just taking some time to get some experience in the mid lane. And it's gonna be Loda that's getting chased down by 4 heroes of Virtus.pro. Let's see if he can do so. Reality Rift will be coming in. Here comes the stun. Gonna be only 1 second. Airman can't get a break. Ice Path not gonna hit. Now Open Wounds. Nice Entangle gonna help out. And that's gonna be the end of that one, but I have to say, if you're gonna be chased by 4 heroes of your opponent team, and you are gonna get Reality Rifted in and stunned, and you're not gonna die, well, you know, yeah, exactly. So, good fight for No Tidehunter, and they're gonna be getting a kill here. ars-art just gonna be dropping there with a nice setup stun from Aki. Disruption, gonna be hitting up on Airman, already taking a lot of damage, gonna Reality Rift it below that, and there's a 3-second stun right there, and that's a kill for Tamar Wild.
Welcome to
Hanaki on the run. He is gonna die. He is definitely gonna die. He should be dying. Yep, there we go. Airman picking up the kill, and he's going for more, going for no EGM, and Tether stun is there, and that's a double kill for Airman. So this is Virtus.pro taking it back. They're all on super low life. Wisp will TP in with well, to the base with Airman to just make sure they get some more HP. But S4, he knows what's going on, and he is gonna sit there until they return. And I don't think Tamerwell saw that. I don't think he can do anything though. Here comes Open Moves as well. Roar going off a Loda. Can't do anything anymore. Can he get more? Can they get a kill in here on Virtus.pro is the question. S4, he will be able to pick up Tamar Wild. And I don't think Airman is going to be going down as well. 4-second stun still hits an EGM, but he can't get the damage in before he goes down himself. So No Tidehunter taking kills back in return as well. 4 for 5. So in the end of the whole top fight, evening out, I have to say. 3 kills for both teams. And no, it's not over just yet. ars-art gonna get a tether to save him, but is it gonna be enough? There is no last 2 anymore. And they're actually, that helps a lot. Those stick charges are gonna be helping out. Never mind, look who the blade was first. The stick charges were of course from the Wisp.
Fireproof.
That helped out for Smiley as well, but didn't work out. That's a Blink Dagger up on Bulldog, by the way. Like I said, he has been doing really good on that bottom lane. Let's just drop to net worth and see the actual difference. With the 1 tower down on the side of Virtus.pro, so you have to take that into account. That's, you know, about 200 gold difference at least per
Dire's middle tower
player.
is under attack.
But even with that, they're still very far ahead. Gold grab is going towards the 5,000 gold, and we do have another tower going down. Is the middle tower, so that is 2 towers already dead on the side of Virtus.pro, and no towers down on the side of No Tidehunter. Now we are starting to come to the point where Virtus.pro is gonna be having their mid lane composition like really worked out for them, right? So we have got the Chaos Knight Wisp combination. Reality Rift in, gonna be dodging that stun. Loda is gonna be trying to go for Wisp. He has to relocate himself out if he wants to live soon. His fast damage is not gonna be enough, and that is actually gonna be Loda backing off. No more mana for anything else. Disruption up on Airman, a roar going off on EGM. They will be able to kill him off very, very fast.
got to bite to eat.
And then S staying alive through all that. Loda not able to do anything anymore. He's just gonna continue farming. Oh, and Wisp TPing back again to get some more HP. Taking Airman with him once more. You know, it's a good way to do this. You don't have to waste a TP. Doesn't matter. But this is, I mean, this is interesting to see, because like I said, I mean, Wisp is gonna be using that, or should be using that TP to, you know, get themselves into safety. But so far, he's used it twice in a row to get away. Wait a second, Loda, 2 seconds stun. This time he'll die. And that was actually the 2nd time that he went down, but no roar needed. Just a lot of burst damage and a bit of luck on the stun, of course, not being only 1 second. So good job for Virtus.pro to finally getting that kill in, as they're now 2 kills ahead. They have got 4 people on the top lane again. As we also see KSI joining the fight. This is also nice to see. Like, normally you see lone druids just constantly waiting until they got their items up, and then they go for helping their teammates, but no, KSI is already here. He knows that he's gonna be taking a long time before he can do anything with for his team, farm-wise at least.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So he knows he should be here. Ice Path is gonna stop Loda from going in. S4 doesn't have his blink dagger yet, but almost. Can maybe soon pick it up on a side shop, as we do see Bulldog running away from Airman. He's gonna be blinking himself out though.
Radiant's middle tower
is that the blink dagger? Yes, it is. Now, can they find someone? If you get an infest right here up on S4, and you can blink yourself in somewhere. I mean, you get 2 people with a blink that Loda can infest in on, and having a big initiation going your way in favor of No Tide. If they get it off, of course. If they get it right and don't jump into too many heroes. Oh, DP incoming. Gonna be Loda, gonna get entangled already. He rages. Tries to back himself out. Ice Path. Gonna be hitting up an S4, and that is gonna be S4 taking a 4-second stun and going down. But here comes Bulldog. Too late with the lasso. Can't find anybody anymore. Please, not the 2 that just TP'd out. Buyback from Tamer. ars-art goes down. 1 for 2 trade right now. No Tidehunter. Even though they lost their mid laner. I mean, they killed off the mid laner of virtus.pro as well, and they also killed a support in the process, so it's not too bad. They did use a couple of resources for that, but then again, as did virtus.pro with that relocate from the Wisp. I mean, like I said, I mean, this is a time when you want to be catching your advantage for a nest, but no Tidehunter, like I said at the start. I mean, carry-wise, I don't think they're gonna be wanting to make it all too late game, so they're just fighting fire with fire, and it's working out really well right now. I mean, the differences in kills is not really there, but instead of just having kills taken from them, they are exchanging kills, and that's something that virtus.pro probably wouldn't want to have right now. Roar up again for Tamer Wild. There's the rage and the drums. Loda doesn't know how fast he has to get away from that encounter. As we have the gold grab going towards 5k in favor of No Tidehunter. Looks like the tier 1 tower here is going to be going down, or at least going to be getting some harassment here from virtus.pro. They actually back off again, not having the creep wave with them. And Loda is going to be able to continue to defend this tower, and so far still no towers down on the side of No Tidehunter. An experience graph in the meantime. I mean, it's still in favor of No Tide, and this is, I mean, they're 1 kill behind, and they're still almost 4k goal, 4k experience in their favor, and that is all just due to them making the best out of their lanes, but also making the best out of their jungle, and they're actually gonna smoke up. And they're gonna be finding someone. Blinky and Lasso, Tamer Wild up onto the high ground with you, and to the low ground. Never mind, just keep him on the high ground and pick him off. A Laguna Blade being used for that. But of course, that's all worth it. Laguna Blade is super short cooldown for that one. It's gonna be No Tidehunter getting themselves a well, nice skill to have. I mean, you kind of have the Roar that is of course off cooldown, so normally you'd see a Beastmaster trying to use it, but if he's dead, he can't use it. I know, it's logic. It's logic. Tower gets destroyed, so all tier 1 towers in virtus.pro now down, and that is not only nice because of the gold, but it makes a big difference for the for the control of the map. Basically.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Wisp, knowing that he's there. Oh, they're gonna try to find him. EGM gonna run for his life. There will be a disruption if he's fast enough. Never mind, he's not fast enough. He's gonna be picked off. And that was, by the way, the Hawk that scouted that out, as you saw. That Beastmaster Hawk was there, and they realized someone was there. Those are the kind of pickups that we should be seeing more often from virtus.pro, as they now pick up their first tower. It will be defended, or at least they will try to initiate on it. Reality Rift in on S4. He's gonna take a 3-second stun. His reflection is already on cooldown. He's gonna get picked off if he's not careful. Still alive for now. Melt in the middle of all of that. Still goes down. Laguna Blade hits up on Airman. Doesn't do half as much damage as I thought it might be doing. Still Wisp went down, by the way. We're gonna see another Ice Path. Hits upon 2-second stun up on Aki as well. Can he get himself alive? Light Striker Ray on the bear, and he tries to fly away. Doesn't happen. Loda gets a Roar, and that is 4 kills in favor of virtus.pro with only 1 Wisp sacrifice. And that is gonna be No Tidehunter being very sad, because not only did they lose their first tier 1 tower, they basically lost a major team fight. It's that simple. It is that simple. And yeah, I noticed that the ice paths are like rainbow shiny and stuff, but I think that's just something that happens in the gameplay. I can't really have any influence on that one. It kind of looks pretty though, I have to say that. Pretty looking it does. Anyways, that's gonna be virtus.pro winning a team fight, and with that, they're gonna be taking Roche. So they didn't only get a tower and a 4-person fight. No, they only get a. They also get a Roshan, and that's basically as big as a reward as you can get at 16 minutes into the game. Of course, a bigger reward would be something like tier 3 towers and barracks or something, but it's only 16 minutes in. So this is a big win, and it's not going to be in time for virtus.pro to do anything about it. Chaos Knight picks up the Aegis. We still have Bad Rider flying for something. Can try to go for last 2 on someone, but would have to risk his life to do that. Oh, never mind. He risked his life, flying himself to the low ground. Tamer Wild is going to be picked up. Is he not careful? Ice Path, that's on 4. Brilliant Ice Path from ars-art. Sticky Napalms are going to try to slow Tamer Wild down, but the dual breath slows some people down as well. Open wounds of the Tamer Wild. It is not going to be enough, though. There's a Wisp relocate. Nice shiny, oh, wait. ars-art, trouble? Nah, he just backs off. Wisp will be teleporting back here. Let's see if he's going to be by himself or if he's going to be taking people with him. I think he's taking people with him. It is the Beastmaster once again. He has got a Roar. It's going to go for S5 or S4. Roar goes through as well. And that is going to be Tamer Wild getting a revenge kill with that one. And the rest of No Tidehunter running themselves away. And this is the kind of mid-game that virtus.pro needed. They are right now in their prime time. And it's going to be hard for No Tidehunter to get them out of it. Because, as I said, Chaos Knight and Lone Druid together, late game, basically outweighs a Lifestealer as well as a Templar Assassin very late game. But at the same time, somewhere in between there, they might still find something to go on. Ark gonna get a 4-second stun. This is gonna be him that gets picked up first. Now Loda in some trouble, gonna get entangled, can't do anything anymore, gonna get picked up as well. Bulldog in the midst of all of this, able to pick up the Wisp, but he's gonna be paying for that, and that's a triple kill for Airmont. And he is not even dead just yet, and he is still has an Aegis even if he does die. So he is doing very well, and he is gonna be able to pick up the tier 1 tower. Second one that they do pick up with the tier 1 tower top still standing. And all that advantage that No Tidehunter managed to pause. All that advantage that No Tidehunter managed to pick up at the start of the game is all gone again. It's going towards the 0 mark. Experience graph is gonna be a bit more clear because we didn't have that many kills yet. We had a couple of pickoffs, of course, but we didn't have that many kills yet until the fights that we have happened just yet. Well, I have to say, maybe I'm sounding spoiled, but it's more than 1 kill per minute, so I guess it's still quite a few kills. But mostly it were exchanges of kills. With now fights going the way of virtus.pro. That's the difference. There we go. That sounds a lot more reasonable. And that's going to be virtus.pro almost 5k experience in their favor. And we're going to see that mostly back from... Oh, and let's get that one away. From the levels on the Lone Druid as well as the Chaos Knight. Both level 12, highest 2 on No Tidehunter level 11, and the lowest support still also up on No Tidehunter level 8. It is, yeah, it is just virtus.pro that's ahead in that sense. We have got to go again. Those were apparently 40 seconds. We do have the link there. We actually have got power treads instead of face boots up on S4. And, oh, sorry. Apparently someone wasn't ready. Well, that's okay. ars-art AFK is not good. Not good at all. Just checking if we find some new items maybe up on some people. We have got, of course, Lifestealer. I mean, yeah, he had a interesting top lane. For an aggressive tri lane, he did really good. He's still highest up on the net worth for his team. But he doesn't have an armlet ready yet, assuming he's going to go for that. And, you know, it's 18 minutes in. You kind of want to have that armlet to be able to be a big presence in fights. Bad Rider's got his blink dagger building towards a 4-staff. And he's been able to get those pickoffs, but there's just been not enough shutdown to help out afterwards. Or let me rephrase that, there is too much shutdown from virtus.pro afterwards. I mean, that ice path constantly has been spot on and basically stopped No Tidehunter from doing anything to the target that's being disrupted, or being lassoed rather. Tamer Wild gonna go for a mechanism for his team. As we don't really have anybody yet building a mechanism up on the side of No Tidehunter. I mean, neither of the teams have got this massive, big, you know, team fight kind of thing for going for them, like an RP or something like that. Actually, saying that, did Magnus? Oh no, he's got banned. I was gonna say, did he get completely ignored? Nah, he got banned. Yeah, they don't really have that massive team fight going for them, so it is. Well, they're still gonna try to find team fights, maybe even purely because of the opponents not having any of that, and that goes for both teams, of course. But the thing is, if you're gonna go for these kind of fights, and you're gonna be fighting very often, as No Tidehunter is looking for a fight once more, you kind of want to have a mechanism. Hey, even the smoke target, I've got some lightning thingies in it, or rainbow thingies. Look, Lena, lightning thingies. I don't know, someone's there. Blinking, lasso, airman, gonna be caught out, but is there enough damage? Again, doesn't seem there is. Tether is gonna try to find Laguna Blade, and that is indeed the Aegis gonna entangle in the meantime up on Aki as we see KSI getting chased down by S4, but he gets a roar in the face to stop him from chasing that, and a nice path, and an entangle, and a reality rift. Refraction is gonna help him keeping alive for a second longer, but he's still gonna get burned out by NS. And the drum charge is on there, looking for someone else. They're gonna be going for EGM, and he is gonna be dead meat. With only 2 people surviving from No Tidehunter, it's gonna be Bulldog that couldn't get the chase in on the guy that he wanted in Loda, already didn't know how fast he could get away from that one, and at least he got away in safety. But they do have to give away their entire top lane because it's not gonna stop at the tier 1. They're also gonna be picking up the tier 2 and might even try to force out something on the tier 3s. If not, well, they won't be able to force out buybacks, but they might be able to force out some TPs. And I mean, that's always nice to force out, because it's just 135 gold that you force out from your opponent. That, you know, it's not really, well, it's wasted by your opponent's team. Let's see, Ward already gets placed up on the high ground. Dragon Slave going through. It's gonna be the tier 3 tower that is still gonna be getting dropped here. And so far, No Tidehunter not really know what to do for it yet. And here comes Bulldog, drops himself into a tether stun though, and that is gonna be him getting picked off. EGM's gonna run for his life, but what can he do to stop this from happening? The GG gets gold. 21 minutes, virtus.pro with their mid-game lineup, too strong for No Tidehunter. And we're gonna see game number 2, of course, because this was only game number 1, and this is a best out of 3 for the Ritmix Russian Dota 2 League. The winner of this match will be going to the winners bracket finals. The losers bracket will be going up against either Mouse or Rox KAS, and it's gonna be tomorrow that match is gonna be played at 16:30 CET time, so 4:30 CET time. And well, I'm hoping that No Tidehunter is gonna be, because you know, we know when virtus.pro was ready for fighting, basically that mid game. And No Tidehunter, they tried to do the same thing, or at least tried to go for mid game as well, and they couldn't best it. After that fight in the bottom lane, it was practically over. Anyway, we're waiting for the throne to explode, and then we're gonna be seeing game number 2 to decide to see which one is gonna get dropped down to the losers bracket. This is, of course, gonna be like, it's not gonna be the end of either of these, right? So it's not too bad if you lose. I mean, you still have a chance in the losers bracket, but then again, you don't have your wild card basically, and you kind of want to have your wild card. We'll find out. Anyways, if you want to support me, then you can follow me on twitter.com/SheeverGaming. You can also check out my website, SheeverGaming.com. And by the way, I am planning on doing a vlog, since I have been casting for a year now. And I want to celebrate that with a vlog. I don't know if that's the way to celebrate, but at least I want to just, you know, give it some attention by a vlog. And I've asked people to, if you want to have me answer certain questions that you have about that year, then you can just send them to my Twitter, and I will gather them all up, and I will try to answer those in the vlog. So do that on SheeverGaming, the Twitter account, and then I will be writing it down and try to answer everything. Anyways, let's jump ourselves into the next game. Don't go anywhere. Another match of Dota 2 coming right up.